22-year-old Gabby Petito and her fiancé Brian Laundrie embarked on a dream road trip in August of 2021 in which they documented their journey on various social media platforms. As part of their dream adventure, the couple was making their way from New York to Oregon by van. During the trip, Gabby tragically vanished without a trace, and unfortunately, this dream adventure would turn into a nightmare that would destroy two families. Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. Petito had her roots in Blue Point, New York, but she moved to Northport, Florida, to be with Laundrie, who was reportedly her fiancé. At the start of 2019, the couple began traveling the United States together, and Petito documented their adventures on social media platforms such as Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. They began their cross-country journey on July 2nd, leaving from Long Island and posting under the hashtag van life from various locations around the country, including national parks and hot springs. The 25th of August was the date of her most recent post on Instagram. Petito and Laundrie were stopped by police in Moab, Utah, on August 12 after a witness phoned 911 to report a domestic dispute the couple was supposedly having outside the Moonflower Community Cooperative. The person who called 911 stated they witnessed Petito hit Laundrie across the face during a struggle over a phone, and then they observed Petito crawl through the window of the vehicle, as if Laundrie had locked her out. A police report states that Petito was sobbing uncontrollably when officers pulled them over.
What's your guys' names?
Gabby.
I'm Brian.
Gabby, Brian? Okay. What's going on? How come you're crying?
I'm sorry, we've just been fighting this morning. Some personal issues.
It was a long day. We were camping yesterday, and camping got stuff, flies and stuff. I'm sorry I hit the bump there.
I was distracting him from driving, I'm sorry.
Can I get you to step out of the vehicle for me, man?
Yeah.
Just hang tight right there. Do you mind if I take your keys and just put them on your hood?
You got it, buddy. I'm so
Thank
sorry.
you. Oh, no, you're fine. I'm gonna go ahead and close your door, okay? Why don't you come over here? SO229, I have the female that was on the passenger seat separated from the male. Keys are on the hood. You wanna tell me what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, some days I have really bad OCD, and
Okay.
I was just cleaning and straightening up the back of the van before, and I was apologizing to him and saying, I'm sorry that I'm so mean, because sometimes I have OCD and sometimes I just get really frustrated. Not like mean towards him, I just like, I guess my vibe is like, I am like in a bad mood. And I was just saying, I'm sorry if I'm in a bad mood. I've just been really stressed. I had so much work I was doing on my computer this morning.
What do you do for a living?
Well, I used to work at an all-organic juice bar, but I just quit my job.
Okay.
I was a nutritionist. That was my
That's
job.
cool.
And I just quit my job to travel across the country. And I'm trying to start a blog. I just have a blog and stuff. So I've been building my website. So I've just been really stressed. And he doesn't really believe that I could do any of it, so that's kind of been like a, I don't know, he's like down there, I don't know, we've just been fighting all morning, and he wouldn't let me in the car before, and then
Why wouldn't he let you in the car? Because of
told me
your
I
OCD?
told me I needed to calm down, yeah, but I'm perfectly calm, I'm calm all the time, and he really stresses me out, and this is a rough morning.
Well, why don't we do this? Why don't I sit you down in the back seat of my car? You're not in any trouble, okay? I'm not going to be putting handcuffs on you. You obviously don't have any weapons. I'm going to get you into the air conditioning, let you take a breath, relax a little bit, and then I'll come back and talk to you in a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty. Like I said, you're not in any trouble. So just go ahead and take a seat.
At no point in my investigation did Gabrielle stop crying, breathing heavily, or compose a sentence without needing to wipe away tears, wipe her nose, or rub her knees with her hands. Petito described feeling severe anxiety, which she said was made worse by the small arguments she and Brian had been having all day. Laundrie informed the officer that spending so much time together inside the vehicle had caused emotional strain, which led to them fighting more. While this was going on, Laundrie said that Petito got manic out of concern that he would abandon her in the desert.
What's going on?
She just gets worked up sometimes, and I try and really distance myself from her, so like I locked the car and I walked away from her. What happened this morning is that she's trying to start up like her own little website blog and everything, so I give her time, and we really had a nice morning, if anything, but she just got worked up because we were trying to get going and get our day going because we want to go like arches before the summer time.
Okay. You want to tell me about those scratches on your face?
She had a cell phone in her hand, that's why I was pushing her away, because she wanted I locked the keys so I could walk away. I said, let's just take a breather and let's not, go anywhere. Let's just calm down for a minute because she was getting a little worked up. And then she had her phone and was trying to get the keys from me, so I got in the way. I was just trying to, I know I shouldn't push her, but I was just trying to push her away to go, let's just take a minute, step back and breathe. And she got me with her phone.
Can I see your hand? Oh, you got a mark right here.
Oh, that's from a wire.
That's from a wire?
Yeah.
You want to tell me about hitting that curb?
Hitting the curb was her grabbing the wheel.
She grabbed the wheel?
Yeah. She said, I can't believe we're getting pulled over, and then she grabbed the wheel.
What about the speed? Did she take over the pedal on you?
If I was going fast, I'm sorry. No, it's probably just the moment of, I'm still shaking now. The adrenaline, seeing the lights flashing up, and then her grabbing the wheel. So if I sped up, I'm sorry about that. Or if I was speeding beforehand, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it took quite a bit to catch up to you. So,
yeah. I'm sorry about that. We're just going into the park again to get water because we have a 6-gallon water container to fill up. So we're just grabbing water for the hike. Okay. And I was trying to keep everything calm and quiet because there's plans still to go for a hike. But then she grabbed me. I'm really sorry about that.
Of course. Do me a favor. You want to go ahead and just take a seat right over here on the curb for me?
And if I was speeding, I'm sorry. I want to apologize.
You don't have anything in that pocket or anything like that, do you?
Nope.
Just the wallet? All right. And then, do you mind lifting your shirt so I can check your waistband? Turn around for me real quick. Perfect.
Nothing.
I just want to make sure. That's all, man. Go ahead, do me a favor, take a seat, all right? Oh, do you have your ID on you?
In the car, if you want to come with me.
No, we'll just do this. Just go ahead and take a seat.
You come with me, I'll give it to you.
All right, you're fine. What's your first name?
Brian.
Brian? Is that layman spelling?
B-R-I-N, yeah, and L-A-U-N.
And then your last name?
L-A-U-N.
L-A-U-N.
D-R-I-E.
D-R-I-E?
Yep.
Laundrie? Mm-hmm. Okay. What's your date of birth, Brian?
Where'd you hit him? You slapped him first? It's on his face? How many times did you slap?
Bravo, Romeo, India, Alpha, November.
And then what? And his reaction was to do what?
It's going to be out of Florida.
He just grabbed you? Did he hit you though? I mean, it's okay if you're saying you hit him, but I understand if he hit you, but we want to know the truth if he actually hit you. Because, where did he hit you? Don't worry, just be honest. Did he slap your face or what? Yeah. Gabby, this is a very, very important question. How you answer this question is going to determine what happens next. But the only person who can answer this question is you. Think very hard before you answer the question. Do not quickly answer. Think very hard. When you slapped him those times, were you attempting to cause him physical pain or physical impairment? Was that what you were attempting to do to him? No. What were you attempting to do? What was the reason behind the slapping and stuff? What was it you were attempting to accomplish by slapping?
I was trying to get him to stop telling me something.
Well, it doesn't sound to me like she attempted to injure him. It's your call. This is 100% your call. I support you either way.
I'll let you get back to your parents, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty, Gabrielle, you want to step out for me? As you can see, I have keys in my hand, which is good, okay? So, something that I do, that I emphasize to him, and I don't know if I emphasize to you or not, don't text each other tonight. He wants to pass on the same message you passed to him. He's really looking forward to talking to you again, but I told him and you, unless there's earth-shattering emergency news, Don't text tonight, okay? Even with the good nights, I love you. He's saying good night now. He's saying he loves you now, and you guys can talk tomorrow morning, okay? He's gonna go to the hotel. I'm gonna give you the keys to the van. Morning works well happen. Alrighty? So, here's that. I'm giving him a ride over to the hotel, okay? So, everything's gonna be okay.
Will it be a far drive for me to get him in the morning? I'm just curious.
I'm not gonna tell you where he's gonna be at tonight.
I know.
Like I said, I want you guys to be separated. But I can tell you this.
I just don't usually drive the van, so I just want to make sure it's not like far away.
No. It's
Okay.
It's basically from here to Moonflower.
Okay.
Okay? It's not far at all. So, let's get you in the van, let's get you on your way, alrighty?
Petito scratched Laundrie's face and arms during their quarrel. Nonetheless, according to the police report, they are in love and engaged to be married and desperately didn't wish to see anyone charged with a crime. The officer came to the conclusion that Laundrie did not appear to have physically harmed Petito. However, he brought Laundrie to a hotel and left Petito in the van to cool off for the night. He encouraged them to take advantage of this time apart to relax their emotions and regain control of their anxiety. The police did not investigate the event as a domestic assault since it was classified as a mental emotional break. Laundrie didn't bring Petito with him when he returned to Florida on September 1st after being gone for more than 2 weeks. Northport authorities discovered the couple's vehicle at Laundrie's mother and father's residence on September 11th, the same day that Petito's parents reported their daughter missing. Laundrie, who was the last person known to have seen Petito and was also her boyfriend, became a suspect of interest in the investigation as a result of this information. However, he was not making any statements to police. The Northport, Florida, Police Department, which collaborated with the FBI and the Suffolk County, New York, Police Department on the investigation, said on September 15th that Laundrie had neither made himself accessible to be questioned by investigators nor offered any important information. Laundrie retained attorney Stephen Bertolino. Laundrie's attorney said as follows: "In my experience, intimate partners are often the first person law enforcement focuses their attention on in cases like this, and the warning that any statement made will be used against you is true, regardless of whether my client had anything to do with Ms. Petito's disappearance. As such, on the advice of counsel, Mr. Laundrie is not speaking on this matter. Both he and his family," Bertolino added, "will continue to remain silent on the advice of counsel." While everything was going on, Petito's family reported that they haven't seen her since the 24th or 25th of August, when she was hiking in Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming and video chatting with her mother. The following several days, according to Petito's mother, they spoke by text, but after that, Petito disappeared. At a news conference on September 19th, the FBI said that they had located what they thought to be Petito's remains in Bridger Teton National Forest. During the press conference, a spokeswoman for the FBI expressed their deepest condolences to Gabby's family, saying, "On behalf of the FBI personnel and our partners, I would like to extend sincere and heartfelt condolences to Gabby's family, even though Laundrie, who the authorities are referring to as a person of interest, hadn't been found yet." The next day, the house, where he resided with his parents and Petito, was labeled a crime scene by the authorities. The coroner's office concluded that Gabby's death was a homicide. Laundrie's location was unknown since September 17, after noticing that Gabby Petito's debit card was being used by Laundrie. A federal judge granted an arrest warrant for him, charging him with using unauthorized devices. Evidence showed that he was using the debit card somewhere between the 30th of August and the 1st of September. At this time, he was still not being charged in relation to Petito's death. The FBI was first focused on locating Laundrie. The coroner's office officially ruled Petito's death to be a homicide by strangulation and that her remains were in the wild for 3 to 4 weeks before being found by authorities. In the meantime, human remains were discovered in a park in Florida. The FBI recognized them as belonging to the Laundrie family. On the morning of October 20, it was reported that Laundrie's parents headed to Myakkahatchee Creek Environmental Park in Florida to look for him. They notified both the FBI and the local police of their intention to do so. Authorities recovered certain objects possibly belonging to Laundrie on a track he loved to walk in the park, which is around 5 miles from their house. After that, human remains were discovered next to a bag that was similar to the one that Laundrie was carrying around the time that he went missing. Laundrie's dental records were used to identify the remains found. Laundrie's family confirmed that their son died by a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The notebook in which Laundrie confesses to murdering Petito was found by the investigators and taken from the site of the crime. A year later, Petito's parents have indicated their intention to sue the Moab, Utah Police Department for wrongful death, saying that officers mismanaged what should have been a domestic abuse report. Officers Eric Pratt and Daniel Robbins, who were the ones who stopped the couple while they were fighting, are named in the notice of intent. According to the findings of an independent investigation into the matter, which were made public in January, the police officers had mistakenly categorized the encounter as follows. In spite of Petito's claim that she was the one who was struck first, the police investigation into the incident did not include any record of Laundrie's injuries or any evidence that she had been questioned about them. A witness had reported seeing Laundrie smack Petito in the face. The Petitos say that the police should have questioned Laundrie about the inconsistencies because their daughter displayed the classic hallmarks of an abused partner. They allegedly portrayed Petito as the principal aggressor and Laundrie as a possible victim of domestic violence in the court documents. In the lawsuit, it is claimed that the Moab City Police Department has not adequately trained its officers to recognize the warning indications of intimate partner assault, and the plaintiff is seeking damages in the amount of $50 million. In addition, the parents of Petito are filing a $30,000 civil lawsuit against Laundrie's parents, claiming that the parents not only knew that their son had murdered Petito, but that they also knew where he had buried her remains, and that during the search, they chose to remain silent about all of this information. They are claiming that intentional emotional distress was inflicted upon them. When Gabby Petito set out on her cross-country road trip, never could she have imagined that her dream trip would end in her life being taken by someone she trusted and loved. My condolences to her friends and family. May you find some way to heal after this tragedy. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.